Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Manning's Giants.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3. As he takes us up near the 25. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick-6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That'll be taken in the end zone. Manning now on first down. Running right through him. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Play action. Manning. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First and 10. Here's Manning. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion left here, Marshall. Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second. And, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak. But if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. For the New York Giants, as their offense comes back out there, last year 3-13, and that was off from just a year of being a playoff team at 11-5. They were 31st in total points, 31st in overall defense, so a lot of changes need to take place.
They certainly do, and frankly, the 11-5 season masked the changes that are coming now, because their numbers weren't that great in the 11-5 season. Somehow they found a way to win those key important games and accumulate a nice record. But you look at the underpinnings, and you'll see the cracks are already there, and they really got exposed in 2017. They'll hit the restart button and have a do-over.
On second down, here's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. On first down, Manning. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Now Ryan on second down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jonathan Casillas not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Well, before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but
Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Manning to throw on second down. It's caught by OBJ. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 56 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run again now with Darquan. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Manning now on 3rd and goal. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Room here to run. And now running right through it.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. Throwing on first down is Manning.
He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Manning looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy that can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Manning to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And some room to work. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Andre Roberts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner, what, 1999?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Manning. Sliding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now it's 2nd and 7. On the run, Darkwa. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Working from the gun, Manning. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run with Darkwa, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. It's caught, Shepard. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Finding room to the 20. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. But I will get you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommended.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Here's Darkwan. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Manning will try again on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? And the West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They'll go for it. It's Manning. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. That one good for 7 that time. And that'll be good for a Giants first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Darquan. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down. Manning throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what did the coach...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan now off the bootleg. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Manning now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This to make it a 3-score game late. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now Manning, gotta have this one. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And here now come the Falcons. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it?
And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 17 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pick up there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. to throw again. Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On first down, Manning. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 30 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. Rosas now to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Ryan wants to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Keenum's Vikings going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Play fake here on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ben Gideon from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Hearns left side. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While one picked up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. 390. 390.
They'll toss it to Fournette, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a third and about 13. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Here we go now. 390. 390.
The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's go.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. They do go for it. It's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
There we go. Green 90.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Vikings coming out here again to take over on offense. And this is a crew, obviously, that was so close, Charles, to becoming the first-ever team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium. So disappointment in that last game against Philly, but overall, I think they've got to be pretty pleased with the season.
They have to be because they put it all together. Won the NFC North. How about that win over the Saints in the divisional round? I mean, I don't know that they'll ever top that in terms of getting something done late in the game, especially with what was on the line. They do get Dalvin Cook back at running back next year. I think they'd still like to have a little more speed at wide receiver. But all in all, this team comes back pretty well intact and will be a force for a while.
Yeah, that defense is pretty set.
Very much so. I mean, try and move the ball against their front and then try and throw it against Xavier Rhodes. Good luck to you.
Now Keenum. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, Quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On play action, now Keenum. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's not only Adam Thielen, that's the Pro Bowler Adam Thielen, who had 91 catches this year and over 1,200 yards, a career high.
We always look for great stories when we do games. Is there a better one this season than Adam Thielen in terms of where he came from to make a Pro Bowl roster as a receiver for the Minnesota Vikings? Lightly recruited out of high school, ends up at Mankato State, which is now known as Minnesota State Mankato. Undrafted, goes to a rookie free agent tryout camp, hangs around, makes the practice squad. First he's a special teams guy, and now he's one of the better receivers in the league. I think it's one of the best stories I've heard in 2017 NFL.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Powerful running. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some space here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Bortles.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Bortles now to throw. Hearns brings it in. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Keenum now on first down, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. first down is Keenum. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Working from the gun, Keenum over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw, it's Keenum, escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Keenum. Flushed out right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Forbath will put this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. To return it is Corey Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That good for 22 and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Throwing now is Bortles. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the wideout in motion. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Flush to his right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. To throw is Keenum.
whips that one incomplete there.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Malik Jackson continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Keenum. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny.
Well, definitely with some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There we go. Black 58, Ram. Black 58, Ram. Ace, ace.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
There we go. Green 39. Green 39. Ace, ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football. And this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
There we go now. Green 39. Green left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
3rd down, here's Ivory. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Cook. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Number set, 319. 319. All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Bortles going to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.